What's up, YouTube? Joseph here, and it's that profile time once again. And I finally picked a version of Harpies that I am going to be comfortable with running. Okay, so after much testing, much deliberation, I finally picked the version of the deck that I do want to run. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's purely based off of all the compositions of how I want to run the deck, how I want my main deck to flow, how I want my extra deck to flow, and just how everything works. And that's pretty much what I've been doing for the last several videos, is just testing out like different card combinations and whatever. Um, Even though I'm on a limited supply of cards that I do have currently on me at this current time, I'm still doing well enough to where I can still build a deck and still do well with it. At the current time, I'm still testing a lot of stuff for Featherstorm, which I'll probably write about that on the Facebook page of Featherstorm and everything, and then just stuff about Featherstorm and combinations of that. So, with that said and done, let's go into the deck. So for the main deck, which I hope this will look like. Okay, so for let's start off with the main deck. Let's start with the monsters. I'm rocking a complete 15 Harpy Lady set. I'm running triple Harpy Chandler to get all my Harpy monsters out the deck. She is pretty much Harpy Summoner Monk. Discarding a Harpy card to summon a Harpy monster to the board. If I was playing Harpy's Pet Dragon, her level they'd be pretty much exceed Father. As her level changes to 7 if you control a dragon type monster. Triple Harpy Dancer, pretty much to bounce back my wind monsters on the board, to put more wind monsters on the board as an additional normal summon. With Honey Ground, you're just popping back row like crazy. And she gets under cards like Bottom of Chapeau because of her low stats. Next, 2 Harpy Lady 1 and 1 Cyber Harpy. Cyber Harpy is pretty much here for the beat stick. Harpy 1s are here for the additional attack bonus. All 3 of them are always Harpy Lady. So these are pretty much your elegant easy targets. Some people run a set of Harpy Lady 1s, some people run 2 Cyber Harpy and a Harpy 1. It's whatever combination you feel. As well as one Vanilla Harpy Lady, 1 Harpy 1, and 1 Cyber Harpy. And that's pretty much for the combinations with Inferno Reckless Summon. Next, Harpy Harpist is set up because I'm going to search for Harpy Chandler or Harpy Dancer, and I want to keep that flow going, as well as once she's sent from the field or hand to the graveyard or deck, and she's still in the graveyard during that turn. Other than that, she's just an additional beater, and you can use cards like Swallow's Nest to swap her out for a beater like Harpy Chandler, or the next monster, Harpy Queen, who is our 19 beater and our field spell searcher. Outside of the Harpies, I'm running 2 Harpies Pet Baby Dragons. This card I've been going back and forth with a lot of people, and after retesting and adjusting the deck, it's going to stay in for a while till Featherstorm, for the simple reason that you can accumulate enough Harpy monsters on board to have Dragon do what it's supposed to with Harpy's Pet Phantasmal, which is pretty much blow up threat cards that would harm Harpy's Pet Phantasmal. It's gonna double us because of Harpy monsters on board. It's gonna accumulate those effects anyway. So cards like Hysteric Party, Harpy Chandler's effect, Egotist, it just keeps getting fuel to the fire. And then my last monster is Max C, which pretty much you can lure your opponent out into the Max C challenge, draw a whole bunch of cards, and then set up for your turn. Because sometimes, like a lot of Harpy players have said, Harpies tend to have a struggle after turn 1 if they don't have the setup for turn 1. And with Max C and a lot of decks, you can set up for a rebuttal play and scare your opponent into either stopping what they're doing and then you go off, or you just get everything you need and go off. So that's the monsters. On to the spells. I'm running triple hysteric sign, I'm sorry. Our search card, it gets elegant egotist, makes a lot of cards in our deck live because of the fact that you can search for up to 3 Harpy cards with a different name and add them to your hand. You can add Elegant Egotist to your hand, or from your deck or graveyard when this goes off. The Magical Hat build is just another way to put it in the graveyard to get Harpy cards. It's just so many different combinations with this card. And the reason why I still play it at 3 is because I want to get into those combinations, and I have so many different ways of getting into it. Next is 2 Hunting Ground. I decided to drop it to 2 because of the fact that it gives space. I can technically side it in if I need to. It's anti-pendulum. When I normal summon a Harpy Lady or special summon a Harpy Lady, because Queen, Chandler, Dancer, and Harpist are Harpy Lady while they're on the board or in the graveyard. So when they're special summoned, 3 cards like Party, they're all counted as Harpy Ladies, so they'll pop any third card. Or eventually you'll have to pop your own stuff so you can pop Sign. And the additional attack boost as well. Swallow's Nest, this pretty much helps you dodge cards like Veiler, resets a Harpy Lady, gets a Harpy on the board real fast. If you're playing the Storm, Barrier Statue with Storm Winds, it's a good card as well because you can put it on the board, stop pendulum plays. I don't have any Storm Winds, like I said. A lot of my sources I don't have. But it's a lot of combinations with Swallow's Nest, and that's why I'm running at 2. 2 Instant Fusion, 1 for Nodin, 2 for Mevelis, and just to get into them. 1 Divine Wind for the Harpy Dancer plays, and if you set up the board, you can really get a really outstanding board with Divine Wind. You have so many Harpies, you'll have Phantasmal Dragon, Pet Dragon, and defense like crazy. 1 Elegant Egotist, because of course you have 3 Hysteric Signs, so you can search for it. And then I'm still rocking 1 Rikeki. So that's all my spells. Onto my trap lineup. It's going to be a very small trap lineup, and that's because I really had to buckle down on what traps I was going to use, what traps I wasn't going to use. And some traps I just ended up citing. So, I'm running 2 Hysteric Party, and that's pretty much because Hysteric Party, 3 testing, 3 does become cloggy, 2 is efficient, and I side a 3rd one in case I just want to spam Harpy monsters on the board. And because I'm running Phantasmal and Pet, I have multiple setups with this card now. So maybe it might get a bump up to 3, but I still want to test that out in case I do want to go back into that. 2 Breakthrough Skill. I'll relate this to Skill Prisoner as well. It's a defensive card and an offensive card. It's offensive in the graveyard. It's offensive on the board. It's defensive because with Skill Prisoner you can protect your monster from card effects and things that would stop them from using their card effects are being destroyed. Breakthrough Skill stops your opponent's monsters from using their effects on you or just in general. And the fact that you can pop it with Hysterics, you can search it through with Magical Hat, which I still don't have yet, or you can pop it with Hunting Ground and have it be graveyard fodder. 2 Anti-Spell, some main it, some side it. I personally main it because it works with the way I built my Harpy deck, that I lock my opponent out of their spells, and then I can just easily pop their spells with Dancer combos, Swallow's Nest combos, just combos like crazy. And it slows my opponent down. It can't slow me down, but if you can set up with anti-spell, it shouldn't be much of a problem. I'm running 2 trap hole targets for Rafflesia, who I'll get into in a minute, Tie Space and Bottomless, and I'm running 1 Call. And this was an idea I got from, like I said, watching other Harpy players. And Call can bring back a Harpy. It can bring back a non-Harpy. It can make plays with Noten. It can make dead cards in the graveyard alive. It can make Harpy monsters in the graveyard alive. Or it can make non-Harpy lady monsters in the graveyard live. Especially if you want to go into combo pieces or you want to do defensive stuff. So, That's pretty much the main deck. 40 cards exact, and that was a lot. Oh man, that was a lot. I'm just gonna tell you now. To get 40 cards exact. For the extra deck, it's 2 Phantasmal, and this is primarily because of Divine Wind. You can set it up, have Harpies Pet Baby Dragon on the board. That's one target. Any other 2 Harpy cards, there's your 3. Dancer can bounce it back. Dancer can bounce back the baby. The baby won't get affected by Effect Veiler and stuff like that. And not to mention, this can swing directly, so if you can pop threats that would get in Phantasmal's way with Baby Dragon, you're pretty much set game and match at that point. Harpies love running Chidori. Chidori is a really resourceful card with Harpies because you can bounce back row, you can bounce back cards on the board. Getting into it is real easy because, of course, you only need to win 2 level 4 wins, and that's pretty much what all Harpies are. Outside of Sisters and Pet. In addition, Anti-Spell is another card this card loves to play around with because you can send spells back to the bottom of your opponent's deck and mess up the combo pieces for next turn. 1 Castell, 1 Emerald, and that's simply because I just use Emerald for the pot of avarice. Castell is just one of those cards like Chidori where it works just exceptionally well with Harpies because it can bounce stuff to the deck. It's a winged beast, it's a wind monster, so it gains from Honeyground and Harpy 1. Similar to Emerald, if I was running Harpy Lady than vanilla, I'd have another target for a special summon, and I can do more seat plays. Other than that, it's here for the pot of avarice effect, like I said. 1 Ice Speed 0 Fine to negate my opponent's face-up cards. She becomes a beater because she'll gain 300 for each face-up card on board. And she's just an all-around good wind monster for wind decks. 1 Abyss Dweller to deal with Grave. Cowboy for that 800. Rafflesia, who I love in a combination with Korrigorgon. Korrigorgon can redirect card effects that target to other cards if the target is a proper target. So he can move Twin Twister's effect, he can move MST, he can move just anything that targets, he can move it. With Rafflesia, while she's on the board, she has material, she can't be affected by normal traps. So you can dodge stuff like Breakthrough Skill. To her, you can just anything. She can't be affected by normal traps while she has her cards attached to her. Also, she can pitch material from herself to activate trap cards in your deck. So you can get Time Space off, you can get Bottomless off. I'm citing Chatrix Trap Hole Nightmare, and I'm also citing Treacherous, which are other targets Rafflesia can use. So, combination cards right here. 1 Rhapsody and Berserk. I might switch this out, or actually I might switch out my Abyss Dweller for Dark Rebellion, but pretty much Dweller and Rhapsody work in the same way where they deal with Graveyard, except Rhapsody can get rid of the targets, get rid of the problems. Dweller just stops what's in the grave, so it's a very situational aspect. And then it can attach itself to an Exceed monster and give it 1200 attack. So with Phantasmal, you can equip it to it, and it can swing directly for a ton of damage. I guess in most toolboxes, you got that 1 Silent Honor Arc. And then for my last 2 monsters, the instant fusion targets Mevelis and Nodin. With Nodin, call, get another monster, pop a back row, Exceed, and with Mevelis, it's a winged beast. You can Swallow's Nest it. It doesn't have any effects, so Phoenix Chain isn't really an issue to it. You can Exceed to Phantasmal Dragon or Chidori, or just stuff like that. So that's pretty much the deck. It's every deck's a work in progress, but everybody has a play style, and I'm still getting used to mine. And, I'm still, I think like many of us were waiting for, Featherstorm, and we're waiting to see if we get a unbanned Feather Duster, and, just the tons of stuff that we see online, and people just using Harpies and stuff like that. So that's pretty much all for now. Like, comment, subscribe. Um, I'll have more stuff up as soon as I can. Thank you so much, everyone, and till next time, good ice cream signing out. Take care.